Have you been wondering about the LIFX Candle? In this video, we're going to help you figure out whether this is something you want to add to your smart home. Hey, Chris Young here from Homekitgeek, the channel where we bring you new smart home content every week, looking at Apple HomeKit, Amazon, Google, and whatever else I find interesting. Hopefully you find that interesting. If you do, consider subscribing and ring that bell to get notified when there are new videos. In this video, we're going to be looking at the LIFX Candle. So this is a light bulb. How excited can we be about a light bulb? Usually not so much, but in the case of this, there's something very special about the LIFX Candle. 26 individually controllable color zones, which is pretty amazing considering this is an E12, E14 socket bulb, which means, for those of you who are not familiar with the socket styles, this is the tiny little ones, the candle bulbs. At about $44 US a piece. These are not inexpensive bulbs, but as far as feature lighting, if you're looking to try to create different ambiance, you can't really go wrong with something this versatile where you can literally be shooting blue out the right side of the bulb, red out the left side of the bulb, or any the above. Really an amazing product. I'm a big fan. I have ordered already a couple of these that I've put into my Sonos IKEA lamps. I'll put a link to that above as well. And really, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, whether it's worth the money. They are back in stock finally. I've been holding off on this review. I've had this about 6 months in that I didn't want to tease you guys with something that you weren't going to be able to buy. So it looks like LIFX has figured out their manufacturing, and these are coming back in stock on the LIFX website. So definitely check them out, and I'd love to hear what you guys think below.
The LIFX Candle, which was released late in 2019, is a E12 or E14 socket. So this is a candle sized, depending which part of the world you're living in. E12 for North America, E14 for Europe. Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz, 16 million colors plus warmth, less than 5 watts. And the coolest part about it is the Polychrome technology, which is a 26 individual color zones, individual controlled LEDs within the candle. And although we're looking at Apple HomeKit today, it does also support Amazon and Google, so they got you covered on all bases. Let's take a look. So this is the standard LIFX packaging, and really clear. What is the really cool thing about this bulb is the Polychrome technology. This has previously only been available in the LIFX Z Strips, the Z Strips, their LED strips, or the LIFX Tiles. I will put a link in for the reviews for those if you haven't seen those already. Very cool, unique things. And LIFX, again, that's one of their big claims to fame here is individual control of LEDs on those devices. So it's not just you're making the whole thing one color. You really have granular control. So getting it open here, it's just a light bulb, nothing special, nothing to see here. Documentation, HomeKit code written in the docs with the QR code. It's also written in the regular digital format on the bulb itself in case you ever lose that. Personally, I will take an NFC tag and put that on the lamp where I'm going to put this bulb so I don't have to go looking for it. Home Pass is also an option for your HomeKit codes. So as always, it's good to check our Wi-Fi settings to make sure we're going to be pairing this into the right network segment if you've got that. I'm going to use the NFC code, which I've put on here to tap to add. I've written the QR code in there, and I'm going to do a little bit of video magic to speed up the pairing process here. It's going to take you somewhere between 30 seconds, 45 seconds, somewhere in there, but we'll get that down. We're going to put it in the right room, and as you can see, really, really flawless process, easy to go through. It's a HomeKit pairing process, right? Tap it, and away we go. So, as we go through here, we're going to put this in the right room. Always a good idea. Room, zones, all those good things. And essentially, you're going to see the light bulb start to respond a little bit, start to flash, and that's just letting you know that it's actually paired. So going into the HomeKit controls, this is the typical HomeKit controls. You don't get any of the Polychrome functionality within HomeKit right now. That is one of the drawbacks of managing the LIFX Candle with HomeKit, is that you've got basically control over all 26 LED zones at the same time as a single color. It is what it is, right? If we want to do our automations, that's not a bad thing. It basically means it's where you are with everyone else right now. But if we scooch over and go into the LIFX app, that's where things really start to open up. So in my case, these bulbs are already added and I've got the firmware updated, but you may want to check that as well. Always a good idea. Get this added into your LIFX app. It's going to take on, if you put it into a existing group, it's going to take on any schedules that you have for that group. So again, that's a really nice feature. I'm really happy with LIFX new, the LIFX 4 app that they've put out. The schedule is really awesome. If you haven't upgraded already, definitely do that and check out the schedules. It's going to allow you to pair this to Amazon, Google, Madam A, HomeKit, all that stuff is within the app. And of course, we can control within the LIFX app as well. So for the next part of this video, I have played around a lot with my my camera settings to be able to kind of highlight in the film what I'm seeing with my human eye, with the naked eye. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware of that, that I'm not doing any when I am doing movie magic, that you see what's been happening here. Right, so as you can see here, as we go into the themes, these are not dynamic themes, these are just regular themes. You can start to see that the bulb, the 26 color zones, really comes to life. And you're starting to be able to see the different colors shown throughout the bulb, which is kind of amazing. You know, you expect to see this from, you know, the LIFX tiles, beams, LED strips, but coming from a E12, from a little candle-sized bulb, it's a really cool piece of functionality. Again, if you have this too high, you have too much exposure, you might not see all the colors coming through. So you got to kind of play around with the brightness, the intensity of the colors, but it's really an amazing function. Now, moving into the dynamic scenes that LIFX has given us, it becomes even better in my mind. So the dynamic scenes are not available within Apple HomeKit, unfortunately. It would be nice if that was the case. There's some Siri shortcut trickery that we can do here, but as you can see, when I turn the time down around this and turn on the more functionality, you can really get an idea of what this is going to do and how it's going to work. Sorry for the flickering. I'm doing my best. Camera settings are hard to capture a light bulb. Right. As well, the other one that's really cool here that I'm really a big fan of, I'm going to do a video on the LIFX Tiles with this as well, is the fire functionality, which is reproduced fairly well in the candle as well. So you can see here they've got all of that kind of blue, purple, the orange, the red, all the glow happening from this single light bulb, which is really amazing.
So the LIFX Candle, as you can see, incredibly versatile bulb. The only drawback I really see about this bulb is for the price point, for the amount of them you're going to need. Usually in a chandelier, you're looking at a minimum of 3 bulbs, 5 bulbs. So 5 times, let's round it up to $250 for a chandelier for this kind of functionality. That can get a little bit expensive. If you do what I did, pair them with something like the Sonos, the IKEA Sonos collaboration lamp, it might start to make a little sense. Again, you're going to have to be wise with your money here and pick where you want to put your feature bulbs. You can get an IKEA bulb for $9, or you can get the LIFX for almost $50, right? Your choice. Figure that out. You need to make that decision. I can't help you with that, but hopefully you've got the information you need to do that now. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys, and see you guys soon.